Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Galactically Challenged episode Friday mornings, the day where Scribble goes bald so you don't have to. That's right, we're tackling today's particularly irksome version of Galactically Challenged.
Scraps here, so give it up.
My dead body.
So we happen to be on Kashyyyk today, and we're facing off against the oldest of republics, Jedi Knight Revan with Jolee, Bastila Shan, we've got Zalbar, and we do have Mission. Now, the modifiers are a little bit frustrating. We've got Righteous Retribution. Whenever a unit takes damage, they gain stacking critical damage until they score a critical hit. Whenever a unit is debuffed, they recover 10% protection, and whenever a unit is defeated, another random ally takes a bonus turn. Now, we have bonuses for bounty hunters here, which means we have the true defense stacks from Thrill of the Hunt, which is funny because the opponent is Old Republic and they get to do AoE true damage to us whenever they do anything. Yeah, and they're also gaining turn meter, which is just fabulous. Just fabulous. So looking at the feats, we need to complete with a full team of bounty hunter units. We need to complete the battle after taking 20 or more out of turn attacks, and we need to win the battle without any tanks. Now, the good thing is we can do this without GLs and in one battle. Bad news is there's a little bit RNG, it's a little bit frustrating. Alright, so we can actually beat this with an Aurra Singh bounty hunter lead, but it's incredibly RNG dependent and it's a bit frustrating. You're better off trying to split this up into two teams unless you have Jabba the Hutt. If you've got Jabba the Hutt, I'll give you a team in a minute, alright? That can do all the feats in one battle. But if you don't, you can win it with a Bossk lead bounty hunter team, and then we'll take a separate team to clear up the no tank feat. Okay, it is RNG dependent though, so let's get into this and hopefully don't get immediately rickrolled. Essentially, you can't have Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, direct focus on your Bossk. You don't want that to happen. So, what you can't have happen is you do not want the enemy's Jedi Knight Revan to direct focus on your Bossk. You don't want the enemy Jedi Knight Revan to direct focus your Bossk. Oh, we're okay. Ah, good. Marvelous. After that, you want to obviously start hurting the enemy team. Got to target the weakest one. It starts off as Mission Vow. Though we got very fortunate there. Used the event special ability instead of, anything else. Let's have a look. The thing is we could do a mass assist here. It's probably going to trigger the it's going to trigger the active taunt over there, but we should have Boba Fett going pretty soon, so we should be able to get rid of that taunt. I'm just going to basic here. The reason I'm basicing is because the frenzy. Oh, never mind. Let's go ahead and call in Grief right now, and then would be nice. How close are we? Oh, we're about to hit contract, so we're probably actually better off just doing a basic over here. Oh, we got the double tap as well. That is huge. Absolutely huge. And then we can just get rid of that. And then we can do this. Okay, so this is almost like essentially a perfect run, truth be told, guys. I just want to keep... It's probably in our interest to actually just kill Zalbar. There we go. Killed Zalbar completely, and then you can delete Jedi Knight Revan. No revives, thanks to the disintegrate ability. And that's it, really. We had an incredibly fortunate RNG there. Now, obviously, this will get you all of the feats, but it will not get you the no-tank victory, obviously, because, we happen to be using Bossk. It's just a lot more reliable if you if you use Bossk, in my opinion, because you can survive a lot better. You can chain off attacks. You can hit contract super quick. I'm going to leave her alive because I want to kill her with Django, potentially. Okay, never mind. Back over here. Once we hit the disintegrate, we could just use that to take out Jolee now. I highly recommend you use your first disintegrate, though, on trying to get wrecked, son, on Jedi Knight Revan to stop him being such a pain. But we're okay now, and we just get rid of Jolee. See? See, it's not terrible. Not terrible. So for the no tanks, we're going in with gas, and we're going to drop out 5s to throw in snips. Gas is pretty good, just in general. But There's a couple of things that make him useful against this. All day stacking buffs are going to be stacking up our offense. We obviously are not using any tanks here, so we can get the feats done. And there are no revives under a gas lead, so we don't really have to worry about Jolie. If Revan does something like that and starts throwing out his direct focus on one of your clone allies, all the better. I actually recommend you go straight for Zalbar, because he's just going to be gaining on that retribution. You might as well just try to deal with him as soon as possible. Mission will constantly be trying to stealth herself, which is just a bit frustrating. I'm not going to bother attacking someone who's got that legendary battle meditation, because they'll just counterattack. Let's go ahead and place the turret over here. Now, I didn't use form up at the start with Rex because I wanted to make sure that if I dropped down to my knees, I'd be able to I'd be able to dispel. But I'm changing my mind now because I'm seeing an opportunity here to kill Mission, and killing Mission is incredibly beneficial because she's got masses and masses of damage output. Okay, I'm just going to save that special because just in case Zalbar gets that retribution. Really don't like that. This is the benefit of them having marked out there, guys. You know, they're just going to focus down on that marked character, keeps our gas standing for longer, and they obviously can't actually deal damage to us, which is fabulous. Fabulous. See, Zalbar's just frustrating. He's just frustrating because he's going to taunt all the time. We'll throw out this little yeet stick right about now. I'm trying to trigger the sacrifice over here. Yeah, I'll absolutely do this right now. Lovely. Perfect, perfect. Obviously, gas, whenever he hits anybody who doesn't have full... Let's just get rid of Zalbar. Whenever he attacks somebody that doesn't have protection, he's hitting direct health, he's going to be lowering their max health, which is really, really useful. Just makes them that much squishier. Oh, did he have to hit Rex? He could have hit anybody, but he hit the guy who's going to get me to stand up quicker. That's just frustrating. I still quite like our odds here. I'm focusing down Basti because, you know, why not? I don't like her battle meditation. What can I say? Okay, Basti actually has crit hit immunity, so I don't want to be hitting her right now. Let's just focus on Revan. If we can kill Revan, that would be fabulous. Obviously, we're reducing Revan's max health, but he seems to have about 200,000 plus health. Not going to hit him just yet. Want to wait until I get round to gas again. And of course, all their attacks out of turn does give them recovery, which is a little bit frustrating. Here we go. Let's get some armor shred, reducing that max health. There we go. Revan's out of the business. Jolie's going to sit there like a little bit of a plum and try to revive, but it doesn't matter to me. Come on, Jolie. Just me versus you now. Let's go, big boy. As a fellow bald man, I do respect the tenacity of Jolie. I do respect what he brings to the table. But ultimately, Gas pretty much nerfs his main capability, which is, you know, reviving his Jedi allies. I do think that Jolie should be able to revive all Old Republic allies in general, just to give him that much more viability, so you can actually use him in an Old Republic team instead of just a Jedi team. And that will get you your no tanks. It might take a little bit of luck, a little bit of RNG, but it will work, guys, okay? So, I'm going to give you a team. If you've got the Hutt Cartel, in particular if you've got Jabba the Hutt, I want to give you a full Bounty Hunter team that you can use that will give you this victory. Obviously, we can't use tanks. We can get all the feats done here. In particular, if you go Hutt Cartel, bear in mind that Lando over here, whilst a great unit, is not a Bounty Hunter, so he won't give you the Bounty Hunter feat. So, let's go with Boba Fett, Embo, Cad Bane. Okay, now it's really easy to get all of the feats with Jabba the Hutt because, let's face it, he's a GL, all right? GLs are amazing. And there is a lot of assists, a lot of survivability, text out of turn, everything. So we'll start off, we'll put the buff immunity on Zalbar, and we'll just start throwing out these nades. And I'm just going to chuck out some more grenades with our good girl Bauschlayer. Ooh, she got marked. That's kind of rough. Yeah, let's just go for the cleanse on Basti. And I'll just focus down Basti, I think. Yep, lovely. There's no point in trying to stun or turn back turn meter. It's not going to happen. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Should trigger the Savior now. Or we should nearly trigger the Savior now. Oh, Jabba just being Jabba. Truth be told, we could probably put this on auto. Boba Fett with the 200,000 damage critical hit. You just love to see it. You love to see it. Jolie can catch a hat. yeah, just gonna focus on Jolie for no real reason. Always put the buff immunity over on Zalbar so that he can't actively or passively taunt and gain that retribution. I'm surprised Bauschlayer still has direct focus on her. Let's throw out some more grenades. Lovely. Let's actually go over here. Maybe focus a little bit on Mission. Good. Mission is gone. AoE. And let's see if we can get Jolie out of there. Jolie's gone. Fabulous. Now, we lost the unit, but it really doesn't matter. We've definitely gained all of our assists. We've definitely gained our victory with full team of bounty hunters. And, you know, we can always just eat Zalbar because the Rancor is a hungry boy. Let's go, baby. Smashing. Now, I will try to show you guys a victory with a bounty hunter team that does not use Bossk. Okay, so this takes a little bit of finagling. It's definitely not an ideal setup. I much prefer the Bossk, you know, sort of go for Bossk lead and try to figure things out that way, try to get the taunt running and do all the mass assists to get to an early contract. It can work with Zam lead for a fast contract. The problem is I feel there's too much RNG around what Revan does in his opening move. If he direct focuses the wrong person, it just becomes an absolute nightmare. I'm just gonna do something like this. Again, this is not ideal to have this direct focus on our kill mechanic, if you know what I mean. We want our Mando to actually be able to survive, because he's the only reason we're actually able to win any of this. I'm going to go ahead and save the execute. Let's go ahead and get rid of Revan then. Yep, let's deal some damage over here. And we could do the mass assist to get rid of the taunt. Back over here. Deal some damage to Basti. Now she's going to get revived. And we've lost our proper kill mechanic now. Let's do a big hit from Boba. There we go. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Now, Basti is definitely coming back, unfortunately. But if we do happen to get the kill with either Boba Fett or with Jango Fett, we can kill her for good. Let's just go over here. No, okay, and miss. We'll just completely miss. Pew pew. Okay, now it's just a case of trying to circumvent Zalbar and deal with the rest of these people. Yeah, let's see. Can we get a kill here? No, not quite. And there? No, not quite. And Jolie is just being rather annoying. Big kill. There we go. Now Basti's not coming back. Now it's just a case of we've got annoying taunts and an annoying guy who's going to keep us alive. So at this point, we could absolutely just put it on auto, and eventually I'm pretty confident that we will win. But until that point comes, I guess you just see. So it can work, but honestly, guys, I would much prefer using the Bossk lead. I feel it's got more reliability, and you can always just afterwards go in with your gas 501st, swapping out that 5s, getting in with snips, and it's just a lot easier. Just a lot easier. Let's just put this on auto against Jolie now. Jolie can't really do much on his own. He can't revive anybody, so you'll eventually get there. And that will get you all the feats. It's just a little bit awkward, okay? So, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today for this episode of Galactically Challenged. Make sure you like and subscribe so you do not miss a single video. I got some stuff to say about Leviathan. That's coming out later today. Make sure you watch that one. Peace out. May the Force be with you.